So you sound like a really caring person, Mark. So this is interesting. This is a GC superintendent. You seem like a really nice guy. You're an older gentleman. You can't teach an old dog new tricks, is what they say. But you've done it. You're making the jump. Now, if a trade partner says, I want to go to a new contract with a GC and I want to be ready to engage in the last planner system, what kind of advice would you give the CEO, and assuming they're listening, of a trade partner to how to prepare to engage with you, Turner Construction?
Well, I would think they would want to do the same thing as Turner has done, is that they would want to appoint somebody as the point person,
right?
and actually the CEO himself. I mean, he has got, does his office look like it has gone through the 5 S's?
Right.
Is it standardized? Is it sorted? Is it, is he one that believes it so much that he will take to learn all those principles of being more efficient, and then incorporate some within his the leadership organization, train them, and then teach them that the value is not just doing it, but then learning it so well that you can go out and coach it, and recognize people for showing up, and then for participating, and know that the rewards will come, but that it's going to take some time, and be willing to work with the people. But I think it's a program that is best emulate. And not all, frankly, when you get right down to it, they all are. Yeah, and it should be led by example.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Excellent. So if they lead it by example, now if you had a checklist and some trade partner comes on the job and you said, well, you should know this, you should know this, you should know this. Give me a list of things they should know when they come onto the job, and maybe values that they should have or characteristics that you would like them to have when they come onto the job site.
Well, I just think is an openness to be transparent. And again, to me, it's in my mind, just think it needs to be trust. Can figure out a way that you can trust, we can work together. And it is earned. I know that, we say that a lot, but you got to be willing to take a little bit of a risk that what I'm saying is really true. And once burned, twice shy, all those old adages or idioms, whatever you call them. Yes, and shame on me if that's what I do. And then the program's going to have problems if we, either of us, begin to do things and we're not telling the truth and delivering on our promises. And then I think what I saw happen, that's not so I much think, what I saw happen is that our borders of who we work for were not really thought of as much. I wasn't so much Turner. I was on the Microsoft project. I was one of the team members. And I think each of the trade partners and the architect and others, we were working together, again, to produce that product because we trusted each other. And I've heard testimonies from tradesmen who talk at our stretch and flex in our huddle in the morning and just say, we talked about it was a safety moment, but he talked about really what the last planner system, which really helps with safety, because he said he had one portion of his day where he was dealing with the PDUs and he had to put the hood on, and that hood was a 2-person job. He said it was uncanny, but that day he never had to go look for somebody to help him put in on that top portion, which is probably under the 40 pounds limit that we have at Microsoft for a single person to handle. So he could have done it himself, but it was cumbersome. So every time he was about ready to get one up, he said somebody walking by would say, hey, do you need help with that? I'll give you a hand with that. And it wouldn't be necessarily the electricians, could be the plumber, mechanical, concrete, and he was just said, wow.
Right.
So how many of you guys have seen this happen elsewhere? And they, they know.